this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Left, 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 left.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to get him for a loss of about 3.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Over the middle, complete. That's Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
They run with Hunt. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, that's Hunt. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild cards and or divisional round. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Back to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back to throw here. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A toss play to Hunt. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Okay, Paul, we got four. We got four. Let's go, brother.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Mahomes now on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it and move forward and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Flag 58 rail! Flag 58 rail! Hunt, 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 Hunt!
Now it's Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
There we go! Green, 90! Green, 90!
Here's Mahomes to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Here we go! Green, 39! Green, 39!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Left, left.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go. Green.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Barker. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Left, 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 left. Zing, 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 zing.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. On 1st down, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Gibson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now Hunt. he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Green 90. Green 90.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw, and that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 63 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 47 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
He's going to rifle. And this is taken in at the 5. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 57 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
Hey. Here we go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Kansas City, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.